So why is that? We've invested thousands of dollars and a ton of staff time in preparing our strategic plan for the next 3 years. It's been almost a year since we've did that, and it still seems like we're spinning our wheels and we're no closer to meeting our strategic objectives than we were when we started a year ago. So I'd really like to understand what it is that we're not doing, or what are we doing wrong?
So
Okay.
that's a good question. That's a very good question.
Mm-hmm.
Why do organizations, business owners, business leaders struggle with implementation? Now, there's a variety of reasons. But I think the most important reason, the most fundamental structural level reason organizations, business owners, business leaders struggle with implementation is that they don't lead with a strategic planning framework, or what I call strategic frameworking, right? It's the title of my latest book, The Four Frames of Strategic Frameworking. I have an entire training program on how to do strategic frameworking. Think of strategic frameworking as creating the framework within which you can lead your strategic plan implementation, right? To use some picturesque language, think of strategic planning frameworking as the fertile soil within which your leadership and the strategic plan flourishes. If you plant a seed in soil that is not fertile, soil that is not nourishing, that seed is not likely to germinate, flourish into an apple tree. All right. I'm no farmer, but I've got the basics down, and I think I'm right on that one. And so often what we find is that organizations, business owners, CEOs have fantastic strategic plans, but there's no strategic frameworking. And so the strategic plan from the outset, right, is put in a unfavorable position. It's put in soil that is not nourishing, soil that is not fertile, and it obviously is not going to germinate or flourish. Are you following my gardening analogy, right? Developing a well-crafted, well-researched strategic plan. Major investment, time and money. And we'll go back 12 months later and find that the strategic plan is sitting on the desk and the organization is still in the starting blocks. They haven't gotten out of the gate yet. They still haven't started implementation, or they may have started but are struggling and floundering in the early stages, and just a high level of frustration as to why they're not further along in the process. So after seeing this play out, we developed a solution, right? We developed a solution for it. And what we call the solution, strategic plan, implementation, reboot camp, right? It's like the boot camp, but it's rebooting your strategic plan. You get it? We were just trying to be cute. But the essence of this reboot camp is helping you to accelerate strategic plan implementation so that you could achieve your strategic objectives.